Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is January 22nd, 2025, and it's supposed to be one of the coldest days Toronto has seen in a long time. It's like minus 20 degrees out, and I came back from walking Coda and it was just absolutely freezing. Like I was completely bundled up, wearing so many layers that my neighbor couldn't even recognize me. I looked like Booba. I don't know if you guys know what Booba is, but I'll put like a picture somewhere. I look like Booba. Anyways, today I wanted to do a little studio vlog of my sticker making process while also thanking you guys for the amount of support I've gotten since I uploaded my first video last week. It's been really heartwarming seeing everyone's support and reading everyone's comments and seeing how much that video resonated with all of you. And you know, we got this. It's 2025. It is the time to just jump into our goals and just do it. You know, like who cares what anyone else is saying? Not me, not me. I think I'm still very new to this, don't get me wrong. So today I plan on doing a few stickers while also working on a few designs for a friend's merch brand. I already have a few designs to work with for my stickers, so I don't plan on showing my sticker design process today, but maybe in the future I will show my sticker design process, like how I go about drawing and designing and coming up with different variations before finalizing it. But for now, I think my main thing today is I want to restock my Coda sticker and also add my little username to the sticker as well, because I realized in the last version that I made I forgot it, so I'm going to add that when I reprint it. So also, like I said, I also have to print a few stickers that I already designed for my friend Julian, who is also a YouTuber, while also doing a couple designs for his merch. His content is like drunk street interviews in Shibuya, so if you're interested in some feel-good content, do check him out. I'll link him down in the description below as well. Okay, so I lied. I opened up the file with the Coda sticker on it. And I realized that the text is actually there. I think I just forgot because I wrote it so small and it's so well hidden. I don't know if I should change it so that my username is more visible, but let me show you. Like, it's right here, but on the actual physical sticker, it's not as visible. Like, it's definitely there. It's not even focusing on it because it's so tiny. Okay, yeah, so I think since I didn't even know that my username was on the sticker, I think I should change it so that it's not on the star of the sticker, but I should actually write it somewhere on the side. Okay, so I moved it so that it's more on the side, but let me just space it so that it's not so close. Here we go. So as you can see, I've uploaded the Coda sticker into the Cricut design space, but it's massive. So the reason why is because I'm working on such a big canvas size. I work on 4000 by 4000 pixels, and it translates roughly to like 22 by basically 20 inches, but we don't want it to be that big, obviously. So I just make sure that this lock is on, so that you can make sure that the dimensions don't change too much when you scale it down. Okay, so now that I have my design in the Cricut design space, what I do is I click on the design, then I click on offset. This is basically to add like a border and to make it really feel like a sticker, so you can see the blue outline. Okay. and then you'll see that it comes out in black, but I don't want it in black for when I print it, so I will change it to white first. And then I will drag both, make sure both layers are selected, and you can see that they're selected when they're both highlighted in green. Flatten. Okay, so I've gone ahead and copy pasted it 12 times, and now I'm going to click on make, and then hopefully it all fits on the page. Perfect. So now I am going to print it first, and then I will cut it. So for my printing settings, I use an Epson EcoTank 2800, and I will make sure that the paper type is switched to premium photo paper glossy, because the sticker paper is glossy. And then I will also change the quality to be high, and that's it. Okay, so I have the Coda stickers printed, and you can see because I printed it from the Cricut design space, it has these marks on it. These are kind of like the sensors for the Cricut, so it knows where to cut. But yeah, the next thing that I need to do now is to laminate it. So I will walk you through my process and why I do it this way. I have like a heated laminator, I just don't know how to use it yet. So I'm kind of just hand laminating it and hoping for the best without bubbles. But yeah. So if I were to put this directly on top, the laminate sheet is longer, so that's why I like to cut off a little piece here, just so that like when I attach it, it's a lot smoother overall. Guess I'll just like, I don't know, I'm just gonna continue. So I use a ruler on the back so that when I'm pushing it, it prevents the air bubbles from happening, because if I were to just peel the laminate on top, sometimes air bubbles come into the stickers and it doesn't look as good. So as I'm peeling the paper, I'm also pushing the ruler down on top of the sticker sheet. There we go. So now it's laminated. So while I was packing my friend's order, I decided that I should make like a thank you sticker to kind of cover the opening of the package. So like this. So I made like a little thank you sticker. I made like a bunch of labels, but the only thing I don't really like about the Cricut is that it wastes so much space. Like I tried to fit in another one, but it was like, nope, it doesn't fit. But it is what it is. But yeah, this is the completed order. I'm not gonna show the front because it has delivery information on front. So the Coda stickers are done being cut, but I'm going to peel it off now just so I can show you guys what it looks like when it's peeled off. But yeah, so once I finish peeling it, it comes off perfectly like that. And then I just have to peel them off individually. So something that I like to use is like this spatula tool. It's a Cricut kind of spatula, and it kind of just helps me peel them off. So last night I was on Discord with David and Julian, and we were going over the merch and logo designs for his branding, and we wanted it to fit the vibe of Julian's videos, which if you haven't seen yet are pretty hectic given that the interviews are usually happening at like 2 a.m. in Tokyo with mostly drunk people. So we were cooking up with different Japanese characters and symbolism that we feel would fit, and we're currently leaning towards like a drunk Happy Oni design, and I'm gonna try to finalize a couple more designs this week so that we can send them off to a supplier and get a few test products sent over to Japan before David and I head over, because we're heading out in a couple of weeks just to chill with Julian and hang out, and we can go over the merch together. Very quickly, before I show you the Oni designs that I'm doing for Julian's branding, I wanted to show you a couple, I don't even know what to call this. Initially, they were just icons to represent Julian for one of his videos, but I'm planning on turning them into stickers just to give them to him and like maybe to his fan base as well. Julian does not look like this, by all means. Maybe he does. Up to you, up to you. Up to you to decide if this looks like Julian or not. It's not meant to look like Julian. It's definitely like a Giga Chad version of Julian. I did like 3 different expressions. There's this one. I feel like the way I drew him as a Giga Chad though, low-key looks like an old man. But yeah, so those are the icons that I did for one of Julian's videos, to which I'm going to turn into stickers. So I quickly went and decided to print out the Julian stickers because I thought they were so funny. They're a lot bigger than I anticipated. I kind of thought they were gonna print out this small, but honestly, I think this size is not terrible. If you want to see the specific video that I designed these stickers for, or like these emotes for, I will link that down in the description. It's definitely an interesting video because it's like dressed to impress in Tokyo. So we went through a couple different designs before coming up with the, not necessarily the final one, but the one that we will lean more towards before finalizing. I don't know if that makes sense. But a lot of the challenges that came with the Oni mask was that they generally have like a grumpy, angry expression, and we were trying to see if we could play around with that and kind of flip it so it would be like an Oni mask with a happier expression. And I think the contrast between like general angry Oni mask and like a happy expression, 3 of us were talking about it and we thought it was such a crazy idea. Like the contrast itself would be such a cool design for a brand. So that's essentially what we're trying to cook up with this merch idea. So you're probably wondering why there's a picture of a dude with a beer bottle, but we kind of used that stock photo as reference towards like the kind of expression we wanted to convey for the Oni mask. And the last 3 that I showed are kind of leaning more towards what we are trying to come up with, or at least what we want to finalize. So hopefully I'm able to finish and finalize that design by the end of this week so we can ship it off to a supplier and test out a few designs and see like a few test products as well. But yeah, I'm planning to vlog during my trip, mostly about balancing personal work while still finding a bit of inspiration while I'm in a different country. And I might even create some Japanese and Filipino inspired designs. So if there's anything you think that would be really interesting as like a cultural sticker or maybe a print even, let me know if that's something you'd like to see. I'm at Pure and Simple. Alea is taking a washroom break while we're waiting for our food. It's kind of weird filming in public. I'm trying not to make like a big deal out of it. So I'm meeting up with Alea. She's my friend from 4th year, and basically we're just catching up. And also because I'm leaving on a trip in like a few days, maybe like a week, I'm going to Philippines and Japan. The timeline is, because I'm an animation tutor, the deadline for the Sheridan animation portfolio is February 19th, but I'm on my trip from February 1st to 16th. So during those 2 weeks before portfolio submission, I am not going to be able to tutor my students, and I don't want to leave them stranded, which is why I have like messaged Alea, and she has agreed to like take over and just tutor the students, so at least they still have someone to go to and look to for feedback. And yeah, because I'm still going to check in from time to time on the Discord server that I made with them, but I just wanted to make sure that they have constant feedback from someone to look over their work and make sure that it's still good. And it's unfortunate that life drawing isn't as accessible in some cities. Like even here in the GTA, I wish there were more life drawing sessions available in Mississauga or even in Oakville, just because like the only ones I can think of are usually downtown, and I don't want to have to commute like an hour just to do life drawings. So normally if I'm just at home, I'll like look at references on Pinterest, or I will use Pose Maniacs, or even I used to use Croquis Cafe, but they took their stuff all the way down. Alea's back.
Come on, get in on this. Get on some chicken and waffles. Like, oh, is this my close up?
Yay! Alea has so much.
I'm excited.
It looks so good though. I've never tried the chicken and waffles here.
If I want to bite, then dig right in. Like. Just me.
Huh?
This is.
It looks, yeah, it doesn't look as purple.
Yeah.
I feel like ube bubble tea go crazy though.
But isn't ube and taro the same thing? Isn't it the same? Oh, it's not?
So taro is a root,
Yeah.
ube is a yam. So it's like, it has a deeper taste.
Yeah.
Taro's light. It's like a lighter flavor.
I thought it was the same thing for so long. I just like, oh, they're both a purple root. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I think as an animation tutor, I've noticed the biggest thing that students struggle with is their drawing foundation. If they don't have the accessibility to, or at least the resources to learn the foundation and the basics, because art education can be pricey. It's hard to figure out which online resources that are free are good enough to actually learn from and what to follow, like which one makes sense. So talking about life drawing education in terms of animation students, I feel like a lot of my students that excel are the ones that have constant access to life drawing, and those would be students that maybe they've applied to the portfolio or like gone through the portfolio process already, but they just didn't get in. Maybe they were like a few points off. And when those students don't get in, sometimes they will apply to programs that are like VCA, which is the Visual Creative Arts program at Sheridan, or Art Fundamentals. And when you're in those programs, they give you access to Extra Life Drawing, and the scheduling for Extra Life at Sheridan is almost every day. It could be like maybe 5 to 6 days a week, from what I remember at least. And having that much life drawing readily available to you is such a huge game changer in how you progress as an artist. So in comparison to students who don't have access to in-person life drawing, the skill gap is ginormous. And I feel like it's such a shame because these other students that don't have access to life drawing, they're so strong at the other portfolio components that their life drawing score could be the difference of whether or not they get in. So that being said, doing life drawing online is okay if that's the only thing that's readily available to you. But in terms of what Sheridan wants to see from portfolio students is that you already know how to draw. You already have, I guess, the basic understanding of anatomy, perspective, character design principles. Most of the people that have applied to Sheridan have probably applied multiple times, myself included. I didn't get in my first try. When I got waitlisted my first try, I would constantly go to Extra Life Drawing as much as I possibly could. Like I would go to Extra Life at Sheridan after classes, maybe for 3 hours every day until the portfolio deadline. And I think how quickly you're able to improve by going daily, it's like a massive spike in your growth as an artist. So I think having that access, I was very blessed. I was very blessed to have the opportunity to just keep drawing. If I didn't have that access to life drawing, I don't know that I would have gotten in. Maybe I would have, because my skills have definitely improved as an artist since the first time that I applied. But the second time I applied, my life drawing skill has just improved so drastically. And I'll show like before and after between the 2 years somewhere on the screen here. I just wish there were more classes, more life drawing classes readily available in the city, because right now it's mainly in downtown Toronto, and to find like a drop in life drawing, it's a mission in itself, because whenever I try searching stuff up in Mississauga, I can't find anything. In Oakville, I can't find anything. It's just such a hassle trying to commute an hour and a bit just to get to a life drawing session where I could very easily just do it online. The only thing is, obviously there's a preference to do it in person because it's not the same. I don't get the same range of motion, because when I'm doing life drawing, I draw from my shoulder, and that's something that's very, very important that I feel that a lot of students neglect as well, is learning how to draw from your shoulder as an artist. Because if you're doing life drawing with just your wrist, your range of motion is so limited in your round shapes and your line work. So me drawing in my little sketchbook is definitely not going to have the same effect or the same improvement that I would have if I were to just do life drawing in person. But yes, if you are looking to get into animation school, I am an animation tutor. If you would like to get into Sheridan Animation or an animation school, I am a tutor, and so is Alea. Alea is a great tutor as well. I will also link Alea's art stuff in the description below if you want to check out her stuff. I wanted to end it off here just because I feel like all of the footage that I have so far is already kind of dragging along and the vlog is getting long, I feel. I don't know. And then hopefully the next vlog that I upload is going to be footage from my trip, and I'll be basically talking about what it's like doing my own indie work while still traveling in the Philippines and Japan. So, bye!